Hello class 12. In this video I'll be telling you about the conductance of an electrolytic solution. That means we will be dealing with the electrolytic cell in this case, and also many other important terms related to the topic, like we will be discussing about resistance, we'll be discussing about specific conductance and cell constant and the units of these terms. So before I proceed with conductance, let me tell you something about resistance, because it is a known term to you, and you must have done this in physics also. As you know, resistance is denoted by capital R. And how do we define resistance, which I feel everyone must be aware of? Resistance is defined as the hindrance in the path of flow of charge or ions or electrons, right? So resistance is the hindrance in the flow of electrons. So obviously what will be the conductance? Since conductance is just reverse of resistance, conductance will be defined as the ease of flow of electrons or ease of flow of charge. And resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and is inversely proportional to the area of cross section, as you can see here. As you can see here, I have mentioned, and this formula is also not a new formula to you. You must have done this in physics. Resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and is inversely proportional to area of cross section. This L denotes the length and this A denotes the area of cross section. So you can consider this here in case of this an electrolytic solution. As you can see here, two electrodes are here, okay, and the length means the distance between the two electrodes, and area means area of this sheet which is working as electrode here. Okay, so length means the distance between these two electrodes and area means the area of this sheet which is being used as electrode here. So resistance can be written as rho L upon A. Why have I substituted rho here? Because in order to remove this proportionality sign, we always use a constant. So this proportionality sign is replaced by this constant which is known as rho, RHO. This is rho. Okay, and this is known as specific resistance or resistivity. This is known as specific resistance or resistivity. These terms you must have done in physics, so this is just a quick revision of these terms. Okay, now coming on to the next important term, conductance. Conductance is denoted by capital G, as you can see here, and conductance is reciprocal of resistance. Okay, so you can write it like this: 1 upon rho L upon A. So when you will solve it, it will become A upon L into 1 upon rho. It can be written like this, and 1 upon rho is known as conductivity. Okay, like rho is known as resistivity and 1 upon rho will be conductivity. That is, the reciprocal of resistivity will be conductivity, and this reciprocal is known as specific conductance or conductivity and is denoted by this sign which is known as kappa. This sign represents specific conductance. I hope it is clear to you. Reciprocal of resistance is conductance and reciprocal of specific resistance is specific conductance, which is denoted by kappa, and specific conductance is also known as conductivity. So you can write in place of this formula, or this formula you can write conductivity is equal to specific conductance. That means 1 upon rho can be written like this, kappa into A upon L. So this can be written in this way, and if you are making kappa as the or specific conductance as the subject of formula, this can be written as GL upon A. Now when you write this formula, another very important term comes in front of you, that is G star. This L upon A is known as G star, which is cell constant. So basically in this video you will be coming across few more new terms, and obviously you get these terms in your numerical also, so you should be thorough with the formulas. So here when you write this formula with respect to K as the subject of formula, you get the formula in this form, where G you know is conductance and L upon A is cell constant. Now with this we move on to the next term, that is cell constant, which is represented by G star. So G star, from this you can write down L upon A, and kappa now can be written as G into G star. If you substitute the value of G star here, it will be written as G into G star, which is a very simple and important formula. So G star can be written as K upon G, and G star can be written as the specific conductance into resistance. Why? Because 1 upon G is equal to resistance. The reciprocal of conductance will be resistance. So if in question the resistance value is given, you can use it. Otherwise you can use this formula depending upon whether resistance is given or conductance is given. So by applying simple mathematics, by applying your brain, you can do the calculation part. Now moving on to the units, which is again very important. You know the unit of resistance is ohm. Now what is the unit of conductance? Since it is reciprocal of resistance, this is reciprocal of resistance, so obviously it can be written as ohm inverse, or it is known as Simon. Okay. Now G star is equal to L upon A. L means length, which is in centimeter, area is centimeter square. So G star can be written as centimeter inverse. As you know that kappa is equal to G into G star. G is Simon and G star is centimeter inverse. So unit of specific conductance is Simon centimeter inverse. We know that this specific conductance is equal to G into L upon A, and if the value of L is 1 centimeter and area is 1 centimeter square, then these two will become equal. So you can define it as the conductance of 1 ml of electrolytic solution is called specific conductance. Now why 1 ml? Because volume is equal to area into length, and from above we have seen area is 1 centimeter square and length is 1 centimeter. On multiplying these two, you will get the value as 1 centimeter cube, and 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 ml. So specific conductance can be defined as the conductance of 1 ml of electrolytic solution. This is how we define specific conductance. So I hope the lecture is clear to you. Now I'll be moving on to the types of conductance. Let us revise quickly. We learnt about resistance, we learnt about specific conductance, and the new term that we came through is specific conductance and cell constant. Okay, and then we discussed the units of the terms that we discussed in the previous page. So now moving on to the types of conductance. The types of conductance. Before knowing about the types, I would like to recall what is conductance. Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, and I hope you know what resistance is. Resistance is the hindrance in the path of the flow of ions. So obviously conductance will be ease in the flow of ions. Since it is the reciprocal of or just reverse of resistance, so it will be the ease of flow of ions is referred to as conductance. So the first type is molar conductance, which is represented by cap M, as you can see here. M is to indicate that we are talking about molar conductance. And how do we define molar conductance? Molar conductance is defined as the conductance of 1 mole of electrolyte. So if in a container you have taken 1 mole of any electrolyte, then the conductance of that particular electrolyte is considered as molar conductance. So how do we reach to the formula of molar conductance? Molar conductance is actually equal to specific conductance into volume. Specific conductance, let me recall this. Specific conductance is the conductance of 1 ml of electrolyte. So when you multiply the conductance of 1 ml of electrolyte into the total volume occupied by 1 mole of an electrolyte will give you the value of molar conductance. So molar conductance is equal to specific conductance into volume. Now how do we reach to the value of volume? This I am going to derive here. As we know from the formula of molarity, molarity is equal to number of moles present in per liter of any electrolytic solution or in any solution. So for 1 mole of electrolyte, since we are talking about molar conductance, I am taking here the value of mole to be 1 mole and substituting it here. The formula gets modified as molarity is equal to 1 upon volume in liter. But as we know that specific conductance is the conductance of 1 ml of electrolyte, so we need to convert this liter into ml. So the volume that we get finally will come out to be 1000 upon m. Now this volume, when you substitute into this formula, we get the formula of molar conductance as kappa into 1000 upon molarity. Children, this formula is very important because the numericals that you get in your boards most of the times are based on this formula as a subpart. Now, as I have mentioned here, you can see, since the conductance of 1 mole of electrolyte is K, that is referred to as specific conductance. Therefore, the conductance of 1 mole of electrolyte will be equal to the conductance of 1 ml into the volume. So we reach to this formula. Now coming to the next type, that is equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance is represented as cap EQ or lambda EQ. Now this is defined as conductance of an electrolytic solution containing 1 gram equivalent. 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte. Now 1 gram equivalent, how do we find out the number of gram equivalents? Number of gram equivalents is equal to number of moles into n factor. Now this is something that I've already done with you in class 11. So even now if you don't know what is n factor, children, you can ask and I can again share the notes with you. So, but in this particular case, it is not as it is required, because most of the times you get the concentration in terms of molarity, not in normality. But you should know it. So, equivalent conductance will be written as specific conductance into 1000 upon normality. In case of equivalent conductance, what happens? The molarity get replaced with normality, because we are talking about number of gram equivalents here. So this is the only modification in the formula, and the formula you'll get is this. Okay, now moving ahead to the unit part. Now unit of cap M, that is molar conductance, and unit of equivalent conductance. Children, this question has been asked in your board examination a number of times, so mark it as very important. So from the formula we know that molar conductance is equal to specific conductance into volume, and volume we calculated it as 1000 upon molarity. In the last lecture I discussed about the unit of specific conductance, so which came out to be Simon per centimeter. Now I have substituted the value of this volume here. According to the formula, it should be, this is 1000 is ml and molarity is mole here. So I have simply substituted the value of the formula, the value of the units from the formula like this, and by substituting the values I'll get Simon per centimeter. ml can be written as centimeter cube and mole is written as mole only. So these two together, Simon centimeter inverse into centimeter cube will give you centimeter square, and the formula, the final unit that you'll get is Simon centimeter square per mole. So this formula, this unit is very important, as it is asked in the same way. It is asked directly to derive or to write down the unit of molar conductance. Now similarly, when we talk about equivalent conductance, in case of equivalent conductance, there will be only a small change, that is mole will be replaced with equivalent. Simon centimeter square per equivalent. I hope this unit derivation is clear to you. You have to remember these two units, children, and please go through this derivation properly and ask in case of any doubt.